Clash Pull Play. About to do the coin toss at the plates. We'll figure out who's home and visitor based on that, because in Pull Play, that's how we determine that. Of course, tomorrow in Bracket Play, that'll be set based on the results of today. This is Doc, your Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network commentator. And I want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA for putting this on. Tournament Director Tim Labus, and of course, St. Pete Clearwater. Visit stpclearwater.com as well. This matchup will feature Diamond Elite versus Upper Deck. So let's go over the lineups real quick for both teams. So Upper Deck, we'll start with them. The batting order is as followed, and I'll call out who's pitching and catching. So AJ will lead it off, followed by Luke, and Luke will be the pitcher. That'll be followed by Jordan, Carter, Sergio, who will be behind the plate, Perry, Lala, Dylan, Brandon, Mason, and Brooks. Coming up, so then the lineup for Diamond Elite. Leading off is going to be Phoenix, followed by Parker Owens, Parker L, AJ, Michael, who's pitching, Mason, Raiden, Taven, Colt, Carlos, and Bryson, who's behind the plate. Again, this is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to live action, folks. Diamond Elite is up first. And this one, Luke is on the mound, like I said, and Sergio is behind the plate. All right, here's the first pitch from Luke. That's a ball in the dirt. And this one's underway, folks. A 1-0 count on Phoenix to lead things off here in the top of the first. There's a called strike, and it's a 1-1 count now. There's a ball high, and it's 2-1. It's a foul ball. And it's now 2-2. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you notice at the top, because we don't know ahead of time who's visitor and who's home, there's an indicator above the initials of the team, and that indicator means who's at bat. It's a ground ball foul down the first base line, and it is 2-2. So anyway, so that's how you'll know who's up, and of course I'll tell you what part of the inning we're in as we go forward. Again, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast. Glad to have you aboard. Swing and a miss. And that is strike three. So one down. That brings in Parker Owen with Parker L on deck. It's a ground ball to second base, fielded cleanly, 0 to first, and that's 2 down. All right, 2 down. There's a ball as Parker L steps in. So it's a 1-0 count. AJ's on deck. And the pitch. So a ground ball to second, fielded cleanly, over to first, and that's 3 down. So a quick inning of work by Luke, and that's it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of a half inning, it's Diamond Elite 0. Upper Deck coming to bat. Leading off for Upper Deck is going to be AJ, followed by Luke and Jordan. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, here we go. That brings in AJ.
Number 26, AJ.
On deck will be Luke. Luke is your pitcher for Upper Deck this game. After this game, this 11U action here. So this 11U pool play between Diamond Elite and Upper Deck. We'll be moving over to Field 3 here at Northwest St. Pete. Called strike on AJ, and the bottom of the first is underway. To cover 12U action for starting with the 2:30 game. So again, Michael's on the mound. Bryson's behind the plate. There's a foul ball here at the plate right off the foot of AJ, and he's down for a moment there. And it's an 0-2 count, so no balls, 2 strikes. That might have hit off his shin or knee, so either way, right off the top of his foot. That's one of the most sensitive parts of your foot that you can get hit, so definitely some pain there. So we are in the bottom of the first inning. No score, of course. Just got underway here. Pool play action between 11U Diamond Elite and 11U Upper Deck. Again, if you're watching this via YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. That helps our channel grow and help enhance the experience for our fans, you. There's a ball outside, 1 and 2. Because we enable you to be here when you can't be here physically. And also a lifetime memory for the players. And here's the 1-2. Foul ball down the right field line. Just out of the reach. What a run by AJ from right field. He nearly got to that one. Nice hustle. Just not in time. And we'll do 1-2 again to AJ. But if you would, like I said, subscribe, like, and share. And then if you're watching on Facebook, please follow, share, and like. We greatly appreciate that. It's a ball low. And it's a 1-0 count. Oh, sorry. I jumped ahead to Luke. It's still AJ up there. It's 2-2, so my bad on that. So full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's ball 4. And AJ's on with the leadoff walk. That brings in Luke. Here in the bottom of the first inning. And here's the first pitch to Luke. It's a ground ball foul down the third base line. And it's a 0-1 count, so no balls, 1 strike. In that last, that 6th inning against Tampa Steel, Luke had pulled it down the line a couple of times. And here's the 0-1 to Luke. It's a ball. There's a throw down by Bryson to first base, and that would be Colt. So Bryson went down to Colt, and AJ was back in time. So here's the 1-1 to Luke, ball 2, and it's a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Luke. Nobody out, bottom of the first, no score so far. And this 11U pool play matchup, Clearwater Class 2. There's the ground ball just under the third baseman's glove. And Luke's on. That moves AJ to second. We will charge an error to the shortstop on that one. Or I'm sorry, to third base. Third base. That puts Luke on first. And AJ on second. That brings in Jordan with Carter on deck. So Upper Deck has something going here in this one. And here's the first pitch to Jordan. That's a ball low. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan. And here's the 1-0. Ground ball foul here at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 on Jordan. Luke at first, AJ at second. AJ walked. Luke reached on an error. Carter's on deck. And the pitch. It's a ball high. There's a throw down the third, and AJ is in there safely. It's a 2-1 count, and both AJ and Luke move up into scoring position. So 2-1 count to Jordan. And the pitch. That's a ball outside. Nice job by Bryson to stop that one. And it's a 3-1 count. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Line shot to shortstop. Nice snag! And they double him off at second base. That was, let's see if we can find out who that was that made the catch out there. Oh, that was Parker L. So 2 quick outs there. AJ still at third. That brings in Carter. Sergio on deck. Nice play out there by Parker. And the pitch. It's a ball low.
Come on, Carter.
It's a 1-0 count. There's a ball just a little outside. It makes it 2-0 now on Carter. 2 outs. AJ at third. And the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. And here comes AJ, and he will score. And on the pass ball. And it's 1-0. Upper Deck. And that's ball 3 on Carter. So 3-0 is the count to Carter. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's now 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, buddy, smash it.
And the pitch. It's a ground ball foul down the third base line, and now it's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Upper Deck jumps on a quick lead here in the bottom of the first. And here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball to third. Nice snag by the third baseman over to first. And that is 3 outs. So 1 run on no hits. 1 error and nobody left. And at the end of 1 inning, it is Upper Deck 1, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up to bat for Diamond Elite in the top of the second is going to be AJ, Michael, and Mason. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, here we go.
Now batting.
Top of the second.
AJ
stands in. His first at bat this game. Luke still on the mound. Sergio still behind the plate. That ball gets away from Sergio. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to AJ. It's a line shot. Oh, actually ground ball to second base. Oh, goes underneath the second baseman's glove. That was kind of a weird hit. But nonetheless, we do have to charge an error to second base on that one. AJ is on to start things off here in the top of the second inning. That one kind of died on the vine there.
Michael Koska.
There's a ground ball first base line foul. It's an 0-1 count. Snowball's one strike. AJ gets back in time. Luke threw over to Mason. And AJ was back in time. There's a called strike, and it's 0-2 now. So no balls, two strikes to Michael. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three, but there goes AJ, and he's safe at second base. So one down. That brings in Mason with one out. Runner in scoring position. The tying run is what AJ represents right now. I'll tell you what, the pollen out here, folks, is crazy. Everything keeps getting covered with, it's not dust, well, probably a little bit of dust from the field, but definitely pollen from the trees, and everything's getting sheened with yellow dust. Of course, it didn't help allergies either, but it's a 1-0 count. It's a foul ball. That makes it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball high, and it's now 2-1 to Mason. So 2 balls, 1 strike. AJ's second base. And the pitch. It's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Sergio. There's a throw down. He throws behind the runner, which allows the runner to go to third. That gets away from the third baseman. And that's going to score the tying run. Michael scores. And this ball game is 1-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Mason. Base is clear now, and the pitch. That's ball 4. So 1 out walk issued by Luke. Throw over to Carter to keep Mason close at first, and Mason's back in time. And the pitch. It's a fly ball to center field. Perry's coming in, makes a snap. Taven steps in. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, over to first, and that is 3 down. All right, so 1 run on no hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on, and at the end of 1.5, it's a 1-1 ball game. Coming up in the bottom half of the second inning is going to be Sergio, Perry, and Lala. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So Sergio steps in. To get things going here in the bottom of the second, in this tight one. Both teams have put up one run so far. Upper Deck in the first and Diamond Elite in the second. It's a ball one to Sergio. He was showing bunt but pulled back just in time. And it's a 1-0 count. So we're underway here in the bottom of the second inning. And here comes the 1-0 from Michael. That's a ball high. And it's a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, Bryson's still behind the plate. And here's the 2-0. Ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Sergio. And the pitch. Called strike, and it's now 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's ball 4. And Sergio's on with the leadoff walk.
Now batting, number 10.
Coming up is Perry with Lala on deck. So Sergio gets his lead down at first. Michael looks over, comes set, and delivers the pitch. It's a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Perry. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second here, with Sergio on with the leadoff walk. And there goes Sergio. Ball high. And it's a 2-0 count, and Sergio easily goes into second base. So 2 balls, no strikes. His coach calls time to go out and talk to Michael, kind of settle him down a little bit. Last game, the first game pool play of coverage here in Clearwater Clash was Upper Deck and Tampa Steel. Upper Deck fell 6-3, but a very close game all throughout, and a great comeback towards the end. Again, thanks for joining the broadcast of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Thanks to Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on this quality tournament, and tournament director Tim Labus, as well as visit stpclearwater.com. And here's the pitch. Foul ball, and that makes it 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Perry. And here's the 2-1. Nope. Michael, right in the ribs there on that one. Sergio's a little, well, he jumped right up there. But he looks like he's okay. So Michael was checking Sergio at second, and he threw it right in the dirt into the body there. And here's the 2-1. Foul ball. That came right back at us. Everything looks to be okay, staying intact. This is a good thing. And it makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Foul ball again. Perry's hanging tough. And we'll do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Sergio at second. Tie ball game, 1-1. 10:30 11U pool play game. Ball gets away from Bryson, and that allows Sergio to go to third on the wild pitch. and that makes it a full count. So Sergio is now at third. He represents the go-ahead run. Perry has a full count on him. Michael delivers the pitch. Pop foul behind us here, out of play. And that makes it 3-2 again. There's the 3-2 pitch from Michael. That walks Perry. Now runners at first and third.
Number 77, Lala. Cool.
So that brings in Lala. Dylan is on deck. Runners at first and third. I have a feeling Perry is going here. The pitch, nope. So Michael stepped off the back of the rubber and checked both runners, and they both got back. And there goes Perry, as figured. And no throwdown. So Perry goes into, that's ball one to Lala. Perry goes down to second base. Runners on second and third now. A 1-0 count. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. So ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. That's going to score 1. Here comes Perry to the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Lala goes into second base on the throw. And it is a 2 RBI single for Lala. And oops, UDS leads it.
Number 99.
Upper Deck Select leads it 3-1. That brings in Dylan with Brandon on deck. There's still nobody out here. Foul ball, and that's an 0-1 count. Some really good base running by both Sergio and Perry there. It's an 0-1 count to Dylan. Called strike, and now it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Again, Brandon's on deck. And the pitch. Ball outside. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan. Lala's at second. And he got his hand just in there. So 1-2 count to Dylan. Michael comes set. And delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. That brings in Brandon. Mason's on deck.
Number 34, Brandon Layer.
And the pitch. Ball high. And that's a 1-0 count to Brandon. Lala still remains at second base. 1 down. 2 runs in so far. And the pitch. It's a ball off the plate, and it's 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes. And Michael checks the runner Lala at second. He's back. No throw. And the pitch home. Ball 3. So 3-0. the 3-0. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. And here's the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Lala goes to third on the pitch. And runners at first and third.
Now batting. Number
Mason
42,
steps in. Coach calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher. This is going to be a pitching change. And coming in is going to be number 8 for Diamond Elite, and that is Parker Owens. Sorry about that. Coming in to take over pitching duties. With that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, so we're ready to get back to the action here. With Parker finishing up his warm-ups. And now we're moving into one-out action here in the second inning, the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Ball gets away. Lala holds it third, but Brandon goes to second base. He was on the move anyway, but nonetheless, he easily goes into second. That makes it a runners at second and third now. Still one out. It's ball 1 to Mason. And the 1-0 pitch. It's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch. Ball just off the plate. And that's a 3-0 count now to Mason. So 3 balls, no strikes. And here's the 3-0. And Lala holds. Like I said, that ball doesn't, if it comes right back, it's bouncing right back to home plate because it's probably about, I'm going to say 15 feet. It has to kick out right or left, really, for the ball to be far enough away for the runner at third to make it home. So a walk issued. That makes bases loaded with 1 out. That brings in Brooks. And AJ on deck. And it's a ball outside. So 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt too. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. On Brooks.
Lots of room. Let's go.
Parker comes set and delivers. It's ball 3. So that's 7 straight balls by Parker. Let's see if he can turn that around here. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. That's Lala at third, Brandon at second, Mason at first. And the pitch. And it's ball 4. And that brings in Lala. That moves Brandon to third. And Mason to second. So that's 3 runs in so far. So it's 4-1.
Number 26, AJ Francis.
So AJ steps in. Luke's on deck. AJ walked and scored in the first inning. And he takes ball low. That's 1-0 count. It's a line shot over the second baseman. That's getting in. That's going to score 1 run. Oh, that gets away from the third baseman, and that's going to score 2 more. And that's it. So a bases clearing single by AJ. And he ends up on third on the throws, as well as the runs coming in did the same thing. So that's 3 more runs, and that tallies it to 7-1 so far in this one, as they picked up 6.
Number 2,
Luke steps in. Jordan's on deck. That's 8 batters so far. This is your 9th batter this inning. Ball low. So I got 6 runs on 2 hits so far. It's a ball in the dirt, and that's 2-0 to Luke. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Call strike. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And it's ground ball foul. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seems like Parker's finding his groove. And here's the 2-2. That's ball 3. So full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still 1 out in this one. This bottom of the second. And here's the pitch. So a line shot down the line, foul. And we'll do 3-2 again. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball to first base off the end of the bat. And that is going to be 3 outs. Or 2 outs, sorry, 2 outs. My bad on that. So we'll call that a sacrifice for Luke.
now batting, number 81, Jordan.
That does score AJ. Sorry about that, folks, on that one. That makes it 8-1. 2 down now. There's a ground ball to short. And throw over to first. That is 3 outs. So I wasn't that far off. All right, so Upper Deck picks up 7 runs on 2 hits. Let's see, a couple throwing errors there, and nobody left on base. And at the end of 2 innings, it is an 8-1 lead in favor of Upper Deck. Coming up in the top of the third is going to be Colt, Carlos, and Bryson. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Colt steps in. It's the ball, or I'm sorry, called strike on the inside corner, and it's an 0-1 count now to Colts as we get underway here in the top of the third. Called strike 2, and it's 0-2 now. So no balls, 2 strikes. There's a line side in the left field. That's getting down for a hit. And Colt is on with a leadoff single. First hit of the game for Diamond Elite. So runner on first. That brings in Carlos
Sosa.
at his first at bat. Luke checks, throws over to Perry, checks Colt, took Colt's back in time. And the pitch, called strike, and it's a 0-1 count to Carlos. So no balls, 1 strike. Here in the top of the third, Diamond Elite trails by 7. There's a ground ball foul, and it's 0-2 again. So Luke and both batters is ahead in the count. Both batters that he's faced is ahead in the count. And so far, Luke has pitched a good ball game. And here's the 2-0. I'm sorry, the 0-2. The 0-2. That's ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colt remains at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Just under. That's going to be a single in the left field actually for Carlos. So back-to-back hits. That one went in the hole. It's quite a ways for La to go, and couldn't get there in time. So back-to-back singles leading off things here in the third. That brings in Bryson. On deck is Phoenix back to the top of the lineup. And the pitch. It's a bunt, and that goes foul. And it's a 0-1 count to Bryson as he was trying to move over both Colt and Carlos to third and second, respectively. There's a line side in the left center field. That's getting down. That's going to score. Oh, here comes the throw home. And that doesn't score anybody. Nice play out there. The center fielder to get that ball back in. That's Dylan out there. Nice arm to prevent any runs from scoring. So that is back-to-back-to-back singles, loading the bases. So you got Bryson at first, Carlos at second, and Colt at third. Phoenix steps in. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting, number 99, Phoenix Jordan.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
So that's a ball low, and the pitch, foul ball, and it's 0-1. So no, 1 ball, 1 strike. pitch. Ball low. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's a ball outside, and that's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And here comes the 3-1 to Phoenix. Fly ball in the left field. Left fielder's on run. He makes the catch! What a catch! Here comes the throw home. Runner safe, goes to third. He throws into left field. That gets past left fielder and the shortstop, and that will clear the bases. And Diamond Elite will score 3 on that one. And that's 1 out. So Diamond Elite put up 3 runs in that one. So it is a 8-4 ball game so far. 1 out. So what had happened there is, the reason why all 3 runs scored is because the throw down to third, and got past everybody and went to the fence, and that allowed everyone to come in on the after the throw home. Tried to get the runner going to third. There's a foul ball to Parker. Parker's your pitcher right now. You got Parker Owens, that is. Parker L is on deck. It's an 0-1 count. 1 down. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Just over the shortstop's glove. And we will give it, unfortunately, I have to charge an error to shortstop on that one. And that puts Parker on with Parker L coming to bat.
Number 9, Parker Lampropoulos.
And the pitch. There's a ground ball in the right field. That is going to be a single. Here goes the throw to third. And they get him at third. Carter fields the ball, throws to third, and nails Parker Owens at third base.
AJ Herrera.
So 2 down. There's definite single for Parker L. AJ steps in. There's a fly ball in the center field. That's going deep and off the fence. Wow, what a shot! Quickly gets the ball in. And now, and that's a stand-up double for AJ with Parker L at third with 2 outs. Michael steps in.
Batting number 25, Michael Costa.
Michael's 0 for 1. So 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. So 1-0 count to Michael. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. To Michael. Runners at second and third. That's AJ at second. Parker L at third. Ball 3. That's a 3-0 count now. So 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. 3 runs in so far. Called strike. And it's 3-1. And here's the 3-1. That's ball 4. That gets away, and here comes another run. And he's going to score. And that allows Michael to go to second base on the walk. So runners again at second and third. AJ at third, Michael at second. Mason steps in. He's 0 for 0 because he walked his first time up.
Batting number 7, Mason.
Raiden's on deck. Raiden's also 0 for 1. And it's 8-5. And, we have a pitching change. Let's see who that is. Looks like 81. That's going to be Jordan. Is now pitching for Upper Deck. All right, so we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Mason steps in. We lost our Facebook feed for a moment. I'll correct that in between innings, folks. So stand by on that. There's a ball in the dirt. First pitch by Jordan. Nice stop by Sergio back there to prevent a run from coming in. And it's a 1-0 count to Mason. So far, 4 runs across this inning for Diamond Elite to cut it the lead to 8-5. And it's ball 2 now to Mason. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 4 runs in. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's ball outside. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Mason. We're here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the pitch. Line shot down the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to score 2 more. And Mason is going into second base with a stand-up 2 RBI double. And this game is within 1 run now. So Mason stands on at second base after knocking in two runs. Diamond Elite line shot down the line, foul. So Raiden steps in. He's got an 0-1 count. Taven's on deck. This is the 10th batter of the inning. Ground ball, foul. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 1 on, 6 runs in. Foul ball. And we'll do 0-2 again. And here is the 0-2. Pop fly. Second baseman snags it. And that is 3 outs. So 6 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 2.5, it's Upper Deck's 8, Diamond Elite 7. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Live action here. We do have a pitching change for Diamond Elite. That's going to be Parker L. is now pitching for Diamond Elite. As Carter steps in for Upper Deck. In this tight ball game, it's a 1-run game after called strike there on Carter. So 0-1 count to Carter. So in this 2 big second innings, bottom of the second inning, 7 runs put across by Upper Deck. That's a ball, and it's a 1-1 count now to Carter to make it to give them 8 runs. And pop fly, foul, no, fair ball. Nice catch by Parker L. Come all the way from the pitcher's mound. Catcher lost sight of it, and it catches it just as it goes into foul territory. And that's going to be 1 down. Sergio steps in. And then in the, going back to what I was saying about the runs, top the 3rd, you have Diamond Elite putting up 6, so that's why we have a 1-run game right now. 1 down. Sergio steps in. He takes strike 1. Perry is on deck. Sergio walked his first time up, and so did Perry. And the pitch. He is a little low, so we're going to call that ball 2, or ball 1, sorry. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's ball up, and it's 2-1 now to Sergio. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 down. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2. Nice catch by the umpire. Nice hands. That makes it a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And here's the payoff pitch by Parker. Ball 4. And he issues a walk here in the bottom of the 3rd. Perry steps in. Got Lala on deck. Lala singled and drove in two his first time up. In that big inning in the second. Of course, Sergio and Perry both scored as well. Parker checks Sergio, and he's back in time. He threw over to Colt. And here's the 3-2, foul ball. I'm sorry, foul ball, so it's 0-1. Sorry about that. I was looking back at Sergio there. So 0-1 count to Perry. Parker checks Sergio again. Throwing it over to Colt. And here's the 0-1 delivery. There goes Sergio, and that's a called strike, and Sergio's in there. So it's an 0-2 count now on Perry. Sergio takes second base. And Parker checks the runner. Sergio at second. Steps off. Anyway, actually wasn't on the rubber yet. Now he is. He gets the sign and delivers home. Foul ball. And Perry hangs in there. So after this, and we'll be taking a break until 2:30, which will then pick up 12U action over on Field 3 here at Northwest St. Pete. So hopefully we'll see you there. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. Follow, share, and like as well. Foul ball. And it's 0-2. As this helps grow our channel and our broadcast and broadcasting capabilities for you, the fans, and of course the lifelong memory for these players. And here's the 0-2 to Perry. Nope. Parker goes to second. And Sergio's back. And Parker threw to Parker. Owens, that is. And Parker L comes set, delivers. Called strike 3. And that is 2 down. So Lala steps in. Lala singled in 2 RBIs and scored his first time up. Back in the second inning. Dylan comes out on deck. Dylan's 0 for 1. And pitch. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. And Parker checks Sergio at second. He's back. 2 down. Sergio at second, like I said. 0-1 count to Lala. And here's the 0-1. Throw down by Bryson. Sergio stays there, and that's a 1-1 count. So Lala got his name from his little brother, who couldn't say Landon, and so it stuck, and so the nickname Lala is what he goes by. And here's the 1-1. There's a foul ball just out of play. Nice hustle over there by Colt. And it's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lala. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Upper Deck has the lead by 1. Trying to extend it here. And here's the 1-2. That's ball 2. It's going to be 2-2 now. Sergio stays at second base. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on second base, and a 1-run lead for Upper Deck. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the pitch. There goes Sergio to third. Nope, he holds back and goes back to second. There's the throw to second. Oh, it was called strike 3. Sorry about that. I missed the strike 3. I was watching the action on the field. All right, so no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And at the end of 3, it's Upper Deck 8, Diamond Elite 7. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Taven steps in, and he'll be followed by Colt and Carlos.
Taven Sugar.
So Taven's 0 for 1, Colt is 1 for 1, and Carlos is 1 for 1. There's a ball, and that's a 1-0 count to Taven. And looks like it's a 1-1 count now to Taven. Called strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning. There's a ball just a bit inside. It's 2-2. So as mentioned earlier, the indicator above the initials of the team is who's at bat. Again, in pool play, they determine. There's a shot in the left field. Left fielder comes in, makes the catch. And that is 1 out. As in pool play, they have to do the flip of the coin to determine home team at the. So we don't know ahead of time. Bracket play is different, of course, but because we do. But anyway, so that's why I'm calling it out. Called strike on the outside corner to Colt. Carlos is on deck. Because typically your home team's on the right side of the scoreboard and your visitors are on the left. There's a ball high, so it's 1-1, which would be the case tomorrow. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's ball 3. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Your mama's watching. Let's go. Win it.
pitch. It's pop fly on the infield. Jordan's calling it, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. So 2 down. That brings in Carlos. Bryson on deck. Carlos is 1 for 1. Scored a run. Bryson's 1 for 1 and scored a run. And the pitch. Ball a little bit low, and it's a 1-0 count to Carlos. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Tight game. 2 big innings for each team. Bottom of the 2nd for Upper Deck and top of the 3rd for Diamond Elite. That's a 1-1 count now on Carlos. And the 1-1. Ball in the dirt, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded across the diamond. Not in time. And Carlos beats out the infield single. And that'll bring in Bryson. So a two out infield single.
Batting number 44, Bryson McLaughlin.
Bryson's also 1 for 1, as I mentioned earlier. And on deck will be Phoenix. Phoenix is 0 for 2, but he did have a 3 RBI sacrifice fly out to left field in that big 3rd inning. There's a ground ball to short, fielded by shortstop over to first, and that is 3 outs. All right, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And at the end of 3.5, it's Upper Deck 8, Diamond Elite 7. Coming up for Upper Deck is going to be Dylan, Brandon, and Mason. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Going in the bottom of the 4th inning, bottom of the 4th. Dylan steps in. Got Brandon on deck. Dylan's 0 for 1. Brandon's 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up. Parker L still on the mound. And the pitch. Called strike. And the bottom of the 4th is underway. So no balls, 1 strike to Dylan. And shows bunt. Called strike. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Dylan. Bryson's still behind the plate. Like I said, Parker's still on the mound. And the pitch. It's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder comes in, makes the catch. And that is one away. That brings in Brandon. Mason comes out on deck. Mason is also 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up. But they both scored. So Brandon scored back in the second as well as Mason. So there is one out. Brandon steps in. And the pitch. Ball low. And it's a 1-0 count to Brandon. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. In this tight ball game between Upper Deck and Diamond Elite. And the pitch. Foul ball. No, actually. Foul ball. That stayed right on the line, just on the foul ball side of the line. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Fly ball, right side. Right field's giving a chase. Oh, just bounces off his glove. That was AJ giving a chase in right field, and he was on it, but just couldn't come up with it. So Brandon has new life, and it's 1-2. Again, Mason's on deck. There's 1 out. And you should see on your scoreboard here momentarily. And here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. And that is 2 down. That brings in Mason. Brooks is on deck.
Now batting, number 42, Mason Luzo.
All right, so Mason steps in, and the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded by the shortstop, and he is out. It's a nice play. 3 up, 3 down, though. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 4, Upper Deck 8, Diamond Elite 7. Coming up in the top of the 5th is going to be Phoenix, Parker Owens, and Parker L. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go with the top of the 5th. Got Phoenix stepping in.
Now batting, number 99.
Parker's on deck, so Phoenix sacrifice fly out to left field with bases loaded and drove in 3. Called strike, and it's 0-1. So Jordan's still on the mound. Sergio's still behind the plate and the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line, and it's 0-2 quickly to Phoenix. So no balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2. Again, ground ball foul down the first base line. And we'll do 0-2 again. here's the pitch. Ground ball. Second base fields it over to first. They get him, and that is one away. Brings in Parker Owens.
Parker Owens.
Parker L is on deck. So Parker Owens reached on the error and is 0 for 2 today. Parker L is 1 for 2. He singled and scored his last time up. It's a fly ball. Just drops in front of shortstop. That's going to be a long throw. And Parker Owens is on with an infield single. So 1-out single puts a tying run on first base for Diamond Elite. That brings in Parker L. So line shot into right field. That's going to get down. Let's see. It's a single. Back-to-back singles. And Diamond Elite's in business here in the top of the 5th inning. That moves Parker Owens over to second base.
Batting number 30, AJ.
That brings in AJ. AJ is 1 for 2. He reached on air and doubled. And also scored. And the pitch. Ball low. And it's a 1-0 count to AJ. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. 2 on. That's Parker Owens on second. There's a ground ball to second base. Couldn't handle it. Throws over to first. Everybody's safe. So we're going to charge an error to the second baseman on that one. And that loads the bases for Michael. So Michael is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up and scored. That was back in their big 3rd inning. So Diamond Elite's threatening here with the go-ahead run at second base. Top of 5th. And the pitch. It's a ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0. AJ's at first, Parker L's at second, and Parker Owens is at third. There's a fly ball into right field. That is foul ball. Just barely foul. And that's going to make it a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Michael. Mason's on deck. Mason is 1 for 1, a 2 RBI double. He walked his first time up. This is 2 RBI double come in the 3rd inning. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball 3. So now it's full count. Bases loaded. 1 out. So we should not see anybody trying to run on this pitch. So Jordan gets his sign. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And this game is tied, folks. That brings in Mason.
Mason sees.
So it's an 8-8 ball game. Still 1 out. Base is still loaded. A little equipment malfunction for Sergio. All right, so just waiting on the equipment to be fixed here for the catcher, Sergio. Jordan's still on the mound. Base is loaded. Michael at first, AJ at second, Parker L at third. They're going to have Phoenix running for Parker. As Parker is the pitcher. And the last battle out this inning was Phoenix, so that's why he is pinch running for Parker. Let's see. Just about ready here to get things back underway after the equipment malfunction break. Looks like we're all set. Helmet and mask is fixed, and Sergio is ready to go. So 1 out, bases loaded. Mason steps in. And here's the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's an 0-1 count to Mason. So no balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. Ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 run in so far that's tied this ball game, and Diamond Elite is threatening much more. And the pitch. That makes it 2-1. Dangerous bat right now up at the plate for Diamond Elite in Mason. Like I said, he drove in 2 RBIs with a double his last time up. And the pitch by Jordan. That's ball 3. Now Jordan has nowhere to put him. Bases are loaded. So this is a big pitch right here for Jordan. My guess is that Mason has the green light if it's down the middle. It's called strike on the outside corner. And it's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nice job by Jordan to come back there. And here comes the payoff pitch. There's a line shot in the center field. That's going to get down. That's going to score the go-ahead run. Here comes the throw home. And an RBI single by Mason puts Diamond Elite in the lead. And bases remain loaded with 1 out. That brings in Raiden. Raiden's over 2. He'll be followed by Taven, who's also over 2. And the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. No one moves, as Sergio did a good job keeping it right beside him. So it's a 1-0 count to Raiden. So 1 ball, no strikes. And nope. Jordan steps off the rubber there to get everybody back. He resets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Line drive up the... Oh, nice snag! What a play by Lala to get a double play. Came across, snagged the line drive out of the air. That was for sure going to be a base hit. Gets back up, touches second, and that ends the inning. Wow. And that prevented even more damage from occurring. So great play by Lala. So they do get 2 runs to take the lead then on 3 hits. 1 error and 3 left on. And at the end of 4.5, it's Diamond Elite 9, Upper Deck 8. This is, let's see here, coming up is going to be Brooks, AJ, and Luke for Diamond Select. I'm sorry, my gosh, I'm combining the 2 teams. Upper Deck Select. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, folks. Parker L still on the mound. Bryson still behind the plate. And here's the pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. To Brooks. AJ's on deck. And the pitch. It's ball high. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Diamond Elite has come back and taken the lead. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Brooks is 1 for 1 with an RBI. And we're getting close to time as well. So we'll see. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 1 down. So now we move to AJ, back to the top of the lineup. AJ is 1 for 1, scored twice. On deck is going to be Luke, who reached on an error and sacrificed and drove in an RBI. And the pitch. Ball up. And it's 1-0 count to AJ. And the pitch. Ball up. 2-0. So again, I want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA. Visit stpclearwater.com for putting on this tournament. Of course, Tim Labus, tournament director, for doing an outstanding job as always. And this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. This will be the end of the 11U coverage for today. And we'll be moving over 12U coverage starting at 2:30. So hopefully you like what you hear and you just like youth baseball and you want to catch some more play-by-play. If not, that's okay. You can go back and watch this game after. That's 3-0. Watch this game after it's over, as well as the previous game. They're all stored on YouTube and Facebook, so you can go back and watch whenever you want. At the end of the tournament, we do a highlight reel of all the coverage we've had. So please subscribe, like, share. And ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued by Parker. And that brings in Luke with Jordan coming out on deck.
Number 2, Luke Holcomb.
Of course, it doesn't cost anything to like, subscribe, share, and follow. Follow and share and like on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share on YouTube, and you also hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when we go live again. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate that because we do it because of you. There's a foul ball. So Luke is definitely a pull hitter. Just about everything he hits goes down that third base line. So there is 1 out. AJ at first base. He represents the tying run, and Luke represents the go-ahead run. Again, Jordan's on deck. Throw over. AJ's back to first base. Parker making sure AJ doesn't go anywhere. Nice job by Colt. Snagging the ball. Coming from Parker. And the pitch. There goes AJ. It's called strike, and AJ is safe. So it's 0-2 to Luke. AJ is the tying run. He is in scoring position. But again, like I said, the way that the defenses today have been playing, it makes it very difficult to, unless there's an error somewhere, to really get multiple bases or a blast over the outfielders' heads. There goes AJ to third. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Bryson to make sure that nothing got out of hand there. It's a 1-2 count to Luke. And AJ is now on third base. That is the tying run, just a few feet away. So anything here by Luke will tie it. And, of course, Luke represents the go-ahead run. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the throw. Here comes the throw home. And they get him. That's it, folks. Wow. What a play. So drop third strike. And then they get AJ coming home. Wow. What a play. And that's it, folks. So the final on this one's going to be Diamond Elite 9, Upper Deck 8. Very, very good game. Diamond Elite, hats off to them for coming back. Upper Deck, great ball game. Great job today. Again, thank you for joining us here for the 11U pool play coverage. And we'll move over to 12U starting at 2:30. Again, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Hope to see you again, everyone. Have a good day.